Hello and welcome to May. This is May's Empath Energy Update, and I'm Christine Gold. I am your soul purpose mentor. Come on in. I'm doing this live today. Just really, and today is May the 4th. So, as they say, May the 4th be with you. I think that's cute. Anyways, so, looking at May's energy, I really just tap in to what comes in, from my guides, angels, loved ones, of course, from God, and look at several themes. There's usually three. The overall theme is balance. Because, if you look at May 1st, 2022, it reduces to three for numerology, and that's all about mind, body, spirit, and that's all about bringing everything into balance. And interestingly enough, we just finished the Christ Consciousness Summit. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, it's up on Facebook, it's up on YouTube, it's up wherever you listen or watch your favorite content. It was absolutely amazing. Friday's show was exceptional because threes kept coming up. 33 kept coming up. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then I was reminded as I read something, from a lot of other teachings and scripture and stuff that's come in, that Jesus passed when he was 33 years old. So I find that there are no, coincidences. As I get notes from the universe every day, and today's note was, I used to believe in accidents, coincidences, and chance until one memorable day when I stared out at the world from your very eyes, listened to it with your very ears, and felt it in your very heart, mind, body, spirit. All thinking, all the while thinking your very thoughts, and all at once I realized you had become everything I ever dreamed you to be. Sweet. Love the universe. Love God. Love source. I just thought that was very synchronistic for today. Let me know where you're tuning in from. How do you feel about May? So we're just going to get into all of the themes here. So the overall theme, is really about balance. And how are you balancing your mind, your body, your spirit? How are you starting your day? Is it with, oh my goodness, I have, this big to-do list and I don't know how I'm going to get it done? Or, just being grateful that you're alive. I'm definitely reminded of that, as, my mom's anniversary just passed here. She passed a year ago. And, she was the inspiration for the Christ Consciousness Summit, truly. I mean, it's 3 years running, but as we were going through the summit towards the end, we're now imagining, envisioning, and dreaming. There's a new summit coming up in October, and it's going to be mystical and magical. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So you are going to have to tune in. So, yes, the overall theme for May is balance. It's Taurus season. We all know that. And who has a birthday in May? I know Honeybee just celebrated her 50th birthday. I'm giving her a shout out. She was on the summit. She turned 50 and she looks 29. No joke. Let me tell you, when you heal mind, body, spirit, and you are tapped into this, into God, into source, into your spiritual self, and not into anything else, and you feed and nurture that, you actually start to become younger. It's true. I am, 2 years from 50 myself. Okay. Now I understand, it's not what the old 50 used to look like, and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, age is just a number. And really it's your frame of mind, body, spirit. What are you framing? So, we're going to start with beginnings, new beginnings. And really I see, the new year, we did the vision board and then we came back in April and we're reimagining, revisioning. Truly, they say that May is the start of 2022. And why? Because in April, we talked about worldwide movement. So we had to figure out what that looked like, what that felt like. And every country, and sometimes even every state, and even every district has different ways of looking at, what does opening up mean? What does movement mean? And I'm not talking about, restrictions and all of that. It's part of it, but it's here. Where's the movement happening? So I really want to encompass that Taurus energy, the bull. You're boldly stepping into whatever you're imagining, whatever you're intending for your life, whatever. We just had that powerful new moon as well. And this is eclipse season. I want to be reminded of that as well. So anytime there are, it's a lunar or a solar, and, they're within 2 weeks, 3 weeks of each other. Let me just tell you, that's where the beginnings happen, because there's a lot of clearing that happens as well. So, how are you stepping into your authentic selves? And I also want to make sure you're taking care of mind, body, spirit with self care and self love. Because May is, for mothers, for the divine feminine, for grandmothers, for aunties, for anybody that feels like a mother to you. I know in my life, I had, growing up, my mom had friends, and they felt like, someone that I could talk to, someone that could help me, someone that could give me a kick in the butt at the same time, but, with love, of course. With love, we have all of those types of people out there, whether they're friends or family or not, um, where you've known them in another lifetime. They just come back. They just come back in a different body. So the reason I'm bringing this up is we need to be reminded that, until you learn the lesson, these people will come back in a different form, right? So I think it's really important to start your day with God, end your day with God, be in service. Remember the motto: do no harm, but take no shit. Right? Right. You cannot be all love and light all of the time. I kind of lean back more on, there's the Capricorn part of me that is the practical. So practical spirituality. It's great to be in the woo and be up in the clouds all the time, but that's where you get the disconnect here in the heart, because you've got the upper three, which is to the divine, to God, to source, and then the lower. You're physical, human. Remember, you're human. And there's no spiritual bypassing as well. And there's no, if you're seeing things coming up, you're feeling triggered, you're all love and light, and then somebody, cuts you off, or you get come on, let's be real here, okay? Um, it's time to take the masks off. And I'm calling out, all of the spiritual community, all of it. Um, I keep and I'll bring this up again. If anyone makes you feel shame or guilt, or there's separation, or there's hatred, or whatever it is, um, you really got to look at it, because whatever you're putting out into the field, it comes back. It's, as they say, karma. Karma is all about balancing. It's the balance. So you gotta bring everything back to balance. Yeah, and I'm doing a little bit of smudging while I'm talking about this as well, because we're clearing all of those energies. Yes, thank you, Gitte. Happy May to you too. Lovely. Thank you, Patty. Yes, hello, my beautiful soul sister. Happy May. Yeah, and it's good to have reminders, yes, and setting boundaries. Mm, mm, boundaries. That's another part of, May as well, because if you think about the bull gives you warnings, does it not? Through body language, even subtle, you know? If you think about the bullfight, not that I want anyone to watch the bullfight, it's not because of the red, it's because of the movement. So, how are you moving in this world? Are you paying attention to the signs and the symbols and the energy and the synchronicity? Are you working on your own energy? Anytime something comes up, be like, that's interesting. Is that mine? And there is a lot of shadow effect coming in too. So, that's, we're here to work our shadow. Um, Shadow work. It is work. And it's continual work. And the more places and spaces that you can find that you're more interconnected, right? But not codependent. I was reminded by Jeff's prayer group this morning that, you know, everything outside of us is there to pull us out of our divinity, right? Everything around us is set up to be codependent. So you gotta be very aware of that and go, no, you know what? Not today. No, thank you. I'm going to take care of myself, which is very important. We have to remember if you're an A type personality, um, you don't need to be continually doing things, doing, and looking for appreciation. I mean, appreciation's nice, but if that's your only source of who you are, like through validation, that is something to look at, um, because I've done it. Because I've done it, and I think of Wayne Dyer as well. He's so open about his relationship with others and especially himself, and even though he was a New York seller and had all these books, he still said it still didn't feel like it was enough. The sneaky ego would come in and say, "Oh, no, 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 do this so you can get that. Do this so you can get all the praise in the world." And he said, "It was never enough until I praised myself." I was like, yes, praise yourself and raise others up. Because in doing those acts of service, that is where you get your own praise, your own appreciation, your own love. It's cyclical, it cycles in and it cycles out. And if you need somebody to tell you something every day to build yourself up, you got to tear that down because that foundation is false. That foundation will crash. That will not last. And no one and nothing and no amount of money is going to make you happy if you are not internally happy. Okay. So, beginnings. Let me know what you're looking forward to for May. What are your intentions? This is the second theme. How are you setting intentions? Is it based on comparing and I think I should do this or I should do that, or maybe because they're doing that, I should no. No more. Nope, nope. Go into a space where you're setting yourself up for internal success. And success internally is based on how you feel. It's based on how you feel. Yeah, because there's a yeah, distractions, I guess, is really what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Um, if you can just, sit with me for a moment, close your eyes, and just focus on your breath for a moment, because that's where you're going to find what needs to come to the surface is through the breath and through the quiet moments and unfilling the garbage of the day and refilling yourself, refilling with choose some words: love, peace, abundance, joy, grace. What is it? Maybe it's a face, maybe it's an image, maybe you hear something. That's what you're intending to bring forward. And um, yeah, this is a really good practice. And even if it's only a couple minutes, that's sacred. That's a couple minutes that you connected, that you plugged back in. Yeah. Funny. You know, I wrote down a list of everything I want to intend, and I put it up somewhere and I look at it every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And as they happen, I cross them off. It's a huge celebration. It's a huge celebration. And I think we need to celebrate more. All right. Last but not least is gold. Yeah, my last name is Gold. But I read, it was an article, science, as they say, has determined that we actually have gold in our DNA, in our veins. Now it's microscopic, like seeing stars. They said there's more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand here. Just let that soak in for a minute. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth. So, what does that mean? You are unlimited. You are part of the galaxy, the universe. You are a star. You are like your fingerprint. You are unique. You are here for something. So the gold is actually iodine. Isn't that interesting? Go look it up. So I love when stuff like that happens. So, and also gold is, there's a Japanese art form where you're taking broken pieces, and we are all broken in some aspect, and we're putting ourselves back together with gold. Gold is the highest form of healing. Gold is what countries fight over. Do you see the symbolism that we all have that spark of the divine? You have that spark of God. That's basically what I'm saying, and I really want you to take that in. I really want you to feel that. How does that show up for you? How does that feel when maybe even in a meditation you're imagining yourself being filled with liquid gold? You're being encompassed and surrounded and protected and guided with that gold energy. You can bring your angels in. You can bring Archangel Michael. You can bring in your dragons. You can bring in whatever you want. This is your experience in this lifetime, right? Right. Yeah. So I absolutely love that. So, how can you infuse more gold into your life? Whether it's a picture, maybe it's flowers, maybe it's actual gold that you're wearing, the color, the feeling. Get creative, co-create. Put some gold into your vision board, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like. Oh, thank you, Shirley. So nice to see you. Yeah, learning more about balance. And that's why I do yoga. I practice yoga and Pilates because it works the core, the breath, the stretching, and there's a lot of balancing in this as well. And Qigong. I'm drawn to all three because I like variety, but I also like the balancing pieces of it through mind, body, and spirit. Patty, how do you know when doing shadow work to let go and give it to God? I'm cutting the cords and forgiveness and gave it to God. So now what? Is that it? Absolutely. Because the ego is coming in saying, is that it? There's got to be more. It can't be that easy. Why can't it be that easy? And yes, it will come up every now and then. You'll see it, you'll hear it, maybe you'll feel it, and you're like, okay, I thought I dealt with that. I thought I did all the work. It keeps coming up so you can look at it and go, "Mm-mm, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for showing me this. Maybe I need to do a little more work on this." It is continual work. When you surrender and put it on the altar, that's where the non-attachment happens because it's not yours to carry. That's why Jesus was resurrected, for that very reason about shadow work. But thank you for asking. Patty is setting her intention of learning more for her channel, how to get out there and expand her following. I say just do you. It doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this for almost 4 years. It really just, if you're enjoying what you're doing, that's all that matters. And if it makes you feel good, that's all that matters. I think we have to remember when it doesn't feel good, we have to look at it and go, something's off. Or I feel anxious when I'm doing something, or I feel when I'm doing something, or I feel obligated. That's a big one. And I have all these expectations. We have to be very careful. Gitte, I feel joy and beauty. And I feel that too, sister. What touches my heart. Stephanie, thank you for being here. Releasing current and stagnant energy that I've been needlessly carrying. Thank you. Jeff had also mentioned Atlas. Atlas, the carrying the weight of the world. That statue, that very famous statue. It's that feeling. So we just say, okay, here, I'm done. So yeah, stagnant, current, and there are a lot of currents. Yeah, there's a lot of currents here. We are energetic beings, first and foremost. So we are going to feel whatever is floating in the field, and that's that part of the energy releasing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Shirley, my intention is to bring light to the activities that I attend. Yeah, I love that because you ever walked into, or someone's walked into a room and you're like, who's that? That is what that's the kind of energy you want. People feel naturally better when they're around you. That's an amazing gift for others because you just don't know what they're going through. That's beautiful, Shirley. I love that. And I hold all of these intentions that you're bringing here, that they're already happening. Patty, bringing in the fairies and unicorns. Yay! And the dragons. The dragons are protectors as well. I work with several. They're here to clear energies. They're here to provide protection. And if you think of dragons, the way the swirling vortex, right? That kundalini energy as well, up and out and all around. That's why I love bringing in the magic of the elementals as well, because it really is about our inner child. It really is about having fun. All right. So, yeah. And I'm glad Stephanie brought this up. Energy discernment. We are being spread too thin. We're pulling it back. Like the bull reins things in. And then when the bull is ready, that's it. There goes the bull. A few planetary things. Mercury goes into retro May 11th to June 4th. Don't panic. This is just, you get to redo, reimagine, revisit things. Things that maybe you thought you dealt with are just going to come back. That's all. And you're going to look at it and go, man, thank you. Thank you for this gift. Nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Discernment, eclipse season. You got the full moon, lunar in Scorpio, May 16th coming up. Pluto is also retro right now. And then we had that beautiful planetary alignment where there were 5 planets. I've seen the pictures. I mean, I just love it. I'd love to have a telescope because I'm really fascinated. Patty is also learning about the dragons. All right. And also, I have a community that I'm building, Unleash Your Soul's Purpose, Unleash Your Magic, and a Soul Healers Club, and it opens May 18th. May 18th. It's a group experience, plus there'll be a shamanic retreat coming up in October. I am also intending to manifest, it's already happening because I let it go, of a healing community, a spiritual center for all together, all sentient beings. Yeah, I'm building it right now. Like they said, if you build it, they will come, and that's how it happens. And I also want, a little cheeky part here, in reference to God riding or Jesus riding on a donkey. If God can speak through a donkey, then God can speak through anything, including you. So, are you listening? Are you paying attention? Are you asking for guidance? And how does it come through? Is it through a dream journal? Is it through conversations? Is it through synchronicities? Is it through repeating numbers? Is it through animals? Whatever's showing up is for you, is for you. All right. And just as, we're talking about this, I'm shuffling cards in the background, and this is the card for May. Stars in the sky. Limitless possibilities. And funny, I was talking just all about stars, and there's billions and billions of stars. And guess what? You're one of them. You're one of them. The image of, the luminous body, luminous being, the universe, the ascension process that's happening, that is continuing to happen, that you are the bridge. You are the bridge. The bridge is the heart. And anytime you sit in meditation, anytime you connect to the universe, to God, to yourself, you're creating limitless possibilities, embracing opportunities. So this collective energy has its own ideas of how best to serve you and all of us at the same time. So we've got to trust this as fact and not theory, and not, oh, well, if this happens and that happens, then I know it's no, 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 no. So we're just asking you to imagine and hold. And we're summoning celestial helpers and guides to bring this to fruition. Clear focus. Don't be distracted. Like I said, you'd be absolutely gobsmacked if you knew how powerful you are, and how limitless and unlimited you are, and how divine you are, and how you are a beautiful child of God. Please, if anything, you hold on to that. You hold on to that. And as Martin Luther King would say, sin boldly and cling to Christ. And you know what? No history was ever made by following the rules. So whatever you've been told or whatever you think, this is you 2.0. There's a new version. That's what I'm saying. It's all being cleared. We're building this new earth energy, right? This Aquarian, the age of Aquarius, is golden age, as they say. So thank you so much for being here. As well, I just wanted to let you know that I have a free clarity call. If you like what you heard, you're curious about this community that I'm building, the courses, the mentorships, working with me, the link is in the comments. As well, yeah, I need to update this. There's only 4 spots left. 6-week, 6-month, and 1-year mentorships, as well as part of the Soul Healers Club. And yeah, I want you to unleash your gold, unleash your soul's purpose. This image, I don't know about you, but it speaks to me so much. It's like, who is this lady? This lady, that's me. That's you. That's us. And look at all that gold. That's the universe. That is that collective consciousness that we're bringing in. Join me on Meetup. We're having a party because we have over 100 members. There's going to be readings, healings, and coaching. The link is in the description and the comments. Oh, yeah, because really we're creating community, connection, and co-creation, and it's a safe space we have every Saturday. Unleash your soul's purpose. That's all through Meetup. There's a lot of stuff happening on Meetup. And coming up on Saturday, we're going to have a happy Mother's Day healing event. So if you are a mother, you've lost a grandmother, you've lost an auntie, you've lost a soul sister, whatever it is, someone who felt like a mother to you, we're going to celebrate and appreciate all the mothers, that divine, feminine, beautiful energy. And there's going to be messages and healings and appreciation and gratitude. So just a space for all of us to celebrate wherever your mothers are. I mean, they're always with us, right? So amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. And if you're on the replay, say hello, say hello. We're not going to leave you hanging. And yeah, I'd love to see you wherever you want to show up. I'd love to hear from you. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. And let me be your soft landing, because you're not meant to hit rock bottom. Do you feel stuck? Are you in pain? Are you looking to create your soul's purpose, but you don't know where to start? Unleash Your Soul's Purpose Mentorship. Hi, my name is Christine Gold, and I'm the founder of 24 Karat Healing. The highly experimental mentorship will help you discover your gifts, free them, and shine your inner light to spread unconditional love, unleashing your magic and your gifts, and ultimately your purpose. You will experience phenomenal breakthroughs, aha moments, epiphanies, energy healing, clearings, inner child work, higher intuition, vivid dream recall. All training slides, PDFs, and audio meditations are recorded and available for you to watch at any time. You can take them with you wherever you go. I hope to see you soon. And I want to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters, Gitte and Catherine.